I'm trying to be a little, what is it, quiet, not so obvious, but look at this monster fifth wheel. It's a Mobile Suites fifth wheel, and this thing is huge, and he is having all sorts of problems getting it into a side out here.
No, it's not all. There's a little slide out of the front.
You know, if you've watched any of our walkthroughs, hello Ari, you'll know that the Mobile Suites are like the high-end luxury fifth wheels. This thing is huge, and he is having difficulty. This is the second site they've tried. We're at the KOA in
Buffalo.
Oh, it's called Buffalo I-40 exit 143, Tennessee.
He's from Oklahoma. No, he's from Florida.
It's a tight campground to begin with, so if you're in here with a bigger rig, then wow. He may have to leave it like right there where he's at. That's crazy. And this is why people don't like big RVs. This is why scamps and little Airstreams are so popular. Pop-ups, you can put those anywhere. Wow. And here this guy is at a commercial campground and he can't get a spot. It's like 7 o'clock at night. He's probably been driving all day long. He's from Florida. He's probably been driving all day long, then to show up at a campground and you can't get a place to park. Wow. Anyway, what's up? Okay. So I kind of went bug nuts on that guy with the 44-foot long monster luxurious fifth wheel. In all honesty, that's what they wanted, was that 44-foot long luxury fifth wheel. That's what they got, and
they're gonna love every bit of it.
They are loving every minute of it, I'm sure. And watching him for a few minutes, he knows how to get that thing around. It's kind of like when we got this 35-foot long motorhome. We figured out how to get it around. We don't have any problems with it. I mean, you know, other than, you know, a few minor things here and there, and it's got to be the same with him and his monster fifth wheel. Once he learned how to maneuver it with that on the back of his truck, I'm sure all the problems are minor and nothing really to get worked up over. I'm getting this funny shadow on my face, and I think it has something to do with the glare from the window over there.
It's not me. Never been accused of being a funny shadow.
But
now I'm the funny shadow.
Kind of on the same subject of to each his own. Because I mean, just because Terry and I, or maybe you, would prefer a shorter rig or whatever, other people like the longer ones. It's just fine. But kind of on that same subject, I saw this post the other day that just, don't walk that close to my RV smoking your cigarette, buddy. Dang truckers.
Grumpy old man today.
Kind of on that same subject, I saw this post the other day that it didn't hit me right. And this is what it says: don't be fooled. If two people have $1,000 each, one invests it wisely and makes $350. He now has $1,350. The other spends $650 on a vacation and posts cool pictures.
Yeah.
He now has $350.
Okay.
One guy looks like he's winning, the other is on the path to actually win. Social media is a highlight reel. In reality, most people are losing. Well,
ignoring that last line.
No, I'm not going to ignore that last line. Because here's the reality check. The end of this game for everybody is death.
What?
Yep. We all
I'm
die.
leaving.
It doesn't matter if you stay or go, you're still going to die in the end.
This is a happy video.
Well, I mean, okay, you got the one guy that invests his money, you know, the Dave Ramsey. It's all, the winning for them is finances. And then you got the guy that spends it on a vacation. And it's not for the social media post, people. It's not for the Instagram post. It's for the soul. We don't go on these road trips for Facebook or YouTube or any other social media outlet. It's for us. It's for our souls.
There's some things we could do at home, updates and stuff on the house.
But I mean, that's where we choose to invest our money. Now, what that post doesn't tell you about is person number 3, which Terry and I are person number 3. We invest financially for our future, and we invest in our soul also for our future.
So we're not going to starve in the future, but we have those pretty pictures.
Yep. We got the memories. The memories when we're sitting in the old folks' home in another 50, 80 years, if we don't drive off the edge of the Grand Canyon in a motorhome, which we promised our kids we would do. We've got memories much, much more precious than the greenbacks. I would take a memory over a dollar bill every moment of every day. But that's not to say that the people that are investing in their financial future are wrong. They're not. But neither is the guy investing in his soul. You go to the lake, you're going to see 2 types of people at the lake. You're going to see the guy spending all of his money on a ratted out Terry trailer from 1968 with an old green Coleman propane stove and 4 kids running around and a smile on everybody's face. He's not wrong. He's happy. And then you're going to see people like Terry and I. We put our money in 2 different pots. I couldn't tell you, I don't know if it's 50-50 or a little bit more towards the adventure side, but we're happy.
And we're going to have 5 little kids running around with a smile on our faces.
Yep. So none of those 3 people are wrong. They're all happy. They just got different choices. This world we live in of you're either right or wrong, no. No, you're either a Democrat or Republican, no. Left or right.
I just read just a few minutes ago, somebody asked about boondocking, and they said something about the generator they had, and somebody said using a generator is not boondocking. And
according to that individual's definition, he's not boondocking if he's using a generator.
Right, and it's okay, but don't tell the other person you're not boondocking.
Yeah. Your definition is different than my definition, and you know what? Your definition doesn't bother me. So why would my definition bother you?
It doesn't bother us because we know we're always right.
We are. Always right. Every time. Anyway, that's just this grumpy old fat boy jumping up on his philosophical pedestal, and you can feel free to kick it from out from under me. That's fine. I'm on the road having a good time. She's gonna do it too. Do you see that look in her face? She's gonna kick it out from underneath me. The second I hit the stop button on this, the Stanley Motel in Estes Park.
No,
No,
I'm not going to put a shitty pedestal.
Construction started on it in 1907. Freeland Oscar Steamer, Stanley Steamer fame, you know, the automobile, the Stanley Steamer. He built this hotel.
No, stop.
Later. Hold that.
Not later.
So, after the old man rant I had yesterday,
Which one?
the one I recorded.
Oh, okay.
Windshield wipers making noise. We're back. We're back home. You know, I don't understand all these people that are happy to be back home after a long trip. But
Here we are.
yeah, and honestly, after a trip like that, you feel mentally refreshed.
Yeah.
You really do.
And then you go back to your first day of work and realize
see,
what all happened while you were.
I'm not looking forward to going back to work. Don't take that wrong at all. No.
Oh, look, their fence is all down.
Jesus is out there painting. Got this guy that lives down the street. He does some really cool stuff, artwork out in his yard. It really looks pretty cool. I don't know that a lot of the rednecks around here would appreciate it, but it looks really cool.
It's kind of busy, but it's some cool knickknacks and stuff around the yard.
But anyway, where was I? Squirrel.
That was my fault. Sorry.
Yeah, we feel better. Both of us feel refreshed. I mean, just recharged. You know, all those things you're supposed to feel after vacation. I guess the one question that comes to mind, though, is in 4.5 years, give or take, when we go full time.
We're gonna be refreshed all the time?
Well, living in the RV becomes the reality.
Yeah.
You know, we're back to reality now, but what we just did over the past couple of weeks
Was our getaway.
yeah, that was our getaway. But when we go full time and we're going to these places, granted probably not doing as much, you know, filling the days with adventures, there's going to be days where we're doing nothing.
What?
We'll wear ourselves out. But I mean, full-time RVing, that's reality. So all of your real world problems back here at home, you know, paying bills and
Trying to make sure you make ends meet and getting bad news over the phone and
working the budget and all that stuff, that becomes, that moves into the RV life.
What thought of that? Does that take away from the magic?
I've watched all these other people, you know, Less Junk, More Journey is like one of my favorite ones. Is they you know, and several others, Getaway Couple, you know, Fate Unbound, Dan and Jen, you know, I could list a whole load of them. And it's a different reality from what I'm seeing. I mean, there's still real issues you've got to take care of, but it's different. I guess it's just something you want to do. You
kind of get to make your life to some degree still, though, because you decide where you're going to be and when and when you're going to leave. If you don't like your neighbors, then you just leave.
For example, in the months of May and June, you will not catch us in Oklahoma.
Yeah, so we don't have to worry about heat and
tornadoes.
Right.
Yeah,
that's true.
That first time the weatherman comes on and he says, you know, severe storms likely on Thursday. On Wednesday, we're gone.
Yeah.
That's
right now. Every year, we just wish we had a storm cellar that starts up, and then we hope we get through the season.
But it just an interesting thought how reality is going to change for us in a few years when we go full time. And I mean, I don't know, I haven't been there, but just from what I've seen of these other people on YouTube and stuff, it seems to me it's going to be a lot better for inside than what we're doing right now.
Sounds good to me. We'll let you know.
We will let you know.
Hopefully you're there too, though. You can let us know.
But with that being said, we're going to wrap up this week's Whassup and get back to all this real world garbage.
Thinking about work tomorrow.
Catch y'all down the trail.